whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. You're listening to Final Fight Bible Radio. And whispers
When the harvest has been gathered and all my work is done, when the last mile is traveled and I've sung my final song, if I'm called to give an answer at heaven's judgment seat, then let the blood of Calvary speak for me. May it write me down as righteous where no righteousness has been, shielding me from wrath and judgment as it covers all my sin. There's no work that I've accomplished, nor my goodness I would plead. Just let the blood of Calvary speak for me. There may be some friends who'd witness and speak a word so kind, but their voices would seem so feeble at such an awesome time. But there's a voice that calls for mercy, ringing through eternity. Just let the blood of Calvary speak for me. May it write me down as righteous where no righteousness has been, shielding me from wrath and judgment as it covers all my sin. There's no work that I've accomplished, nor my goodness I would plead. Just let the blood of Calvary speak for me. Just let the blood of Calvary speak for me.
Hallelujah.
It's time for the 92nd Battle of the Bibles.
Matthew 5:22. The King James Bible says, "But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment." The New International Version says, "But I tell you that anyone who is angry with his brother will be subject to judgment." As you may have noticed, the NIV removed the words "without a cause" from Matthew 5:22. Before examining the ramifications of this blunder, you should know that the majority of manuscripts contain this phrase, and if that wasn't enough, the two largest minuscule families of manuscripts, F1 and F13, both contain the reading that we find in the King James Version. Also, some of the oldest manuscripts contain the phrase, including Cyprian in the 3rd century, and the Old Latin manuscripts written in the 2nd century. So why would the translators omit the phrase? Well, it's because their preferred Roman Catholic manuscripts, Sinaiticus and Vaticanus, which were written in the 4th century, don't contain the reading. So the NIV not only sides with the Roman Catholic Church in Matthew 5:22, but it also sides against Jesus Christ by making him a sinner. Consider this. Omitting the phrase "without a cause" changes the meaning of the verse entirely. In the King James Bible, Jesus' statement allows for an exception. In the New International Version, there is no exception, and if you're angry at anyone for any reason, you've sinned and are subject to judgment. Now, if the NIV is right, and if Jesus said that anyone who is angry with his brother will be subject to judgment, then Jesus Christ would be a hypocritical sinner, because over in Mark 3:5, Jesus is questioning the Pharisees over whether it was lawful to heal on the Sabbath or not, and when they didn't answer him, the verse says, "And when he had looked round about on them with anger." By the way, The Bible bozos who translated the NIV forgot to change Mark 3:5, which says, "He looked round at them in anger." Thus, the NIV translators created a direct contradiction in their own translation. Does this kind of sinful scholarly stupidity make you mad? Do you ever get angry that these supposedly Christian scholars are stealing God's words from you? You should. Every Christian certainly has a cause to be angry at the NIV.